thought I was playing games, bro. I ain't playing no games.
Atreus, are you here?
Why don't you Twitch more often? I'm gonna try
That's
and
for the
start
best.
doing it now.
Let's find a way out.
To be truthfully honest, basically I've got a HUD set up and I'm like a big perfectionist. But I started realizing, like, you know, I'm 20 now. I've got like 7 months left in uni. If I don't make this a job by the time I'm like 22, which is basically over the course of like the next just over 18 months. Yeah, it's more than 18 months, but regardless. No, it's about 18 months. If I don't make this a job over the next 18 months, basically have to like give up all my dreams. Like the idea of making a name through YouTube and then transitioning into film through YouTube is done, and I'm gonna have to, you know, work for production companies and do all the corporate things, you know, do everything the right way, and kind of like pray that I'm going to pray that I'm going to be selected to make a big film instead of making my own lane, which I'll be honest, even just saying that story kind of makes me feel like uncomfortable. You know, I've got a lot of dreams in terms of where I want to live and what I want to create and where I want to go. But like in reality, the main thing for me is if I can make this a job to where I can comfortably live off of it and I'm able to repay my parents in the way that they deserve to be repaid for everything that I've had. Life bless, really. That's kind of like the main two things. Everything else is just like an add-on. But yeah, I think the reason I don't Twitch is because I'm a perfectionist, but I don't have time to be a perfectionist anymore. Like I said, I'm 20. I think I'm done with the break now, but I think the whole YouTube break kind of just come from, if you kind of look at my channel, I don't really know what I'm doing. It's like, I think there's 3 seasons of Vaseline vlogs, but not a single season breaks 20 episodes. How many shows do you know that have like first season maybe 15 episodes, second season maybe like 8 or 9, real random number, third season doesn't even get to 7. Like that doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I mean? Rank and react, that was something that people actually cared about. I just kind of stopped that and I've never came back to it. I think it's been 2 winters. No, it hasn't. I don't think it's been 2 winters. I've definitely had enough opportunities to do. Actually, let's check now. Let's check. When was the last rank and react that I made? I go to YouTube channel, videos. The last rank and react was. This doesn't really count because it's on myself. This was. Then you have. No, I don't really plan shit, to be honest with you. The last rank and react was 2021, 11th of June. So it's like. It's I could have done something. No, yeah, I really could have brought that back in the winter of 2021 and done something in the beginning of 2022. and then brought back another season around like September time, because really that's an indoor type of show. But head just wasn't in it to do those types of things because, like I said, the whole perfectionist thing. But it's a very weird perfectionist because it's a perfectionist that I don't, like you said, I don't write things down. I don't do mood boards. I just kind of have it all in here, and then when here doesn't translate to screen, I kind of go, nah, that's shit, and I just scrap the videos. On my channel, I think there's 119 videos altogether, but there's about 200 visual Vaseline videos created. Um, I just don't post a lot of stuff because I just don't like it. Um, that might change, but I'm not too sure. Why don't you do interviews? What type of interviews are you talking about? Um, if you mean like professional ones, just doesn't suit the channel. If you're trying to be like a comedian, I don't think people are asked to see you be professional. That's another problem is I have this other side of me which makes me money. YouTube doesn't make me shit. Film provides me with a decent wage. Um, Even photography, and it has also gotten me offers from production companies. Um, and my mum and dad kind of see that, and they don't. Passion's okay, but when I've been making YouTube videos since I was 9 and nothing's come from it, and then I start doing something for like not even 2 years. Like I start doing something properly for not even 2 years, and I'm already making waves in it. In their head, it's just kind of like, why don't you just use your fucking brain and just stop, just do YouTube in the holidays or whatever, like. But everyone doesn't understand that. Like there's still a 9-year-old in here who still has a dream that he wants to be the next KSI. So I can't get over that. I can't just say, yeah, I'll just start making. I'll just forget YouTube videos. I'll do them on the side, and I'll just, I'll just be a freelance filmmaker, or I'll just go and work for a production company because even though it might feel good now, in 20 years, I'm going to look at myself in the mirror and go, I failed. I failed my task. Because if you ask 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old Isaiah what he wants to be, he's going to tell you a YouTuber. He's going to tell you the next KSI. That dream then developed and changes as I got older. As I got to like 14, 15, I was like, I want to be a YouTuber, but I don't want to be doing it when I'm like 30, because that's weird. I don't want to be saying, hey guys, welcome to my channel. Like, I want to be able to pay attention to my children and for them to not see me online, because that's quite weird. I don't want their friends to be subscribed to me. That's also weird. I don't want their friends to know what's going on in their life 24/7. So yeah, I'd never start like a family channel or whatever, but I still always wanted to be a YouTuber. I know that kind of didn't really, no, I guess it kind of did answer why I don't do interviews, but on a long term thing, there is a new idea that's I don't know how to pronounce the word. I want to say brewing. I don't even think that's the right term anyway. There's a new idea generating in my head. I don't know. I'll be honest, right? If I look at it on a scale of Liverpool as a whole, or just England, I do think I'm good. And I do think if you just took skill and maybe humor as well, or entertainment value, then you would class me as a good YouTuber or whatever. But I think it's when you get to how to market yourself, how to stay on top for a long time. I look at someone like Drake in just every field of the world. Drake's a genius because to stay on top for a decade is ridiculous. As great as Kanye West is probably the most intelligent musical artist of all time. There was even a point in his career where like nobody gave a fuck about Kanye West. Kind of like I want to say like 2016 when he was doing all of the gospel stuff. Like only real the people who call him Ye now out of respect. Only real Kanye West fans really like gave a fuck about Kanye back then. Niggas like me, I was like, my nigga's Drake. You know what I'm saying? If you're asking me who's my goat, look, there's only Drake albums out there that make me feel the type of way that no other album can make me feel. So for that reason, that's my guy. And I don't know if I have that. I don't know if I have the kick in me to say, okay, if I'm posting weekly, I have to post every week and I can't miss a week. Or I don't know if I can be bothered to consistently post about, hey guys, go and watch my new video. Like I just feel like I'm nagging people and I just can't be asked anymore. I can't be asked asking people to watch it. Moving over to platforms like TikTok for promotional value. Um, they're also things that I just look at and just go, I fucking hate TikTok. I don't want to do this. And I know that's not what TikTok is all about, but it's just like I don't care. I don't care about TikTok at all. So I don't want to really be on there. It's a really sticky kind of situation. It's a really difficult thing, if I'm being honest with you. Like I don't know how to get around those issues because it is the new way of the world. With everything that you do have to adapt to something. That's why, Jesus Christ, my mum's coughing a lot. I'm gonna probably end the stream in a minute. Go check on her. But in everything you do have to adapt to something. If YouTube was as easy as I loved every single thing about it, then I don't think it would be a job that would pay enough. Like the people who love TikTok and solely love TikTok, they can make that a job, but TikTokers will tell you that there's not enough money in it. YouTube pays a lot, but you gotta get your thumbnails right, you gotta get your titles right. If you don't know how to edit, you gotta go find an editor, because people ain't watching no shit, trash ass editing. You gotta be funny, you gotta be able to hold an audience for at least 8 minutes if you wanna make any serious money on there, because that's how you correctly monetize your videos. You got to understand the algorithm and the game, and you got to understand what you can say, what you can't say. You got to understand that if you want to swear in your videos, that you can swear, but you can only swear legally after the first, I believe, 90 seconds or 2 minutes. If you want to still monetize your video, um, you've got to post on different platforms like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. It's like that is a job for one person for like for some people do that for 10 years. That whole thing for 10 years on their own. That is a lot to fucking do. Like when your name is Simon Minter and you're in the Sidemen, the biggest group in England, uh, it's easy for him because people like him came across YouTube at a time where it wasn't as popular, but it probably paid even more than what it pays now. And just look at the draw. Life just worked for them. People like me, who I could have made videos back then, didn't have the resources, but could have easily made just videos in general. I just didn't choose to make videos. And no, I did make videos, but I just they weren't good. So I, once again, perfectionist as I didn't make them consistently. But because I didn't make videos back then, which is completely my fault, I don't want to be one of those people who's like, Simon Mintz has had it easy, because he hasn't. At the end of the day, I remember watching him post like minimum like 3 videos in one day across all of his channels. That is not easy. I don't care who is in your team. Like it, having a team and having to manage people is probably another ridiculous task that I have no idea what it encounters and what it takes to do something like that. Um, but yeah, YouTube's kind of like a weird place. Um, and I think I'll come back soon to it. Hopefully before the end of this year. Um, I just think with the main channel, that's kind of why I started this new channel. Um, with the main channel, I want to be able to make something that lasts for a long time, and something that people can rely on. Um, this new channel, anything can go there. It's a gaming channel, so it's more kind of just like any old bullshit can go on there. Um, I can spam like 5 videos in one day. They don't have to be fancy thumbnails. It's just more of like a clips channel. You know, I can just be on stream talking about my first time ever getting shouted at by a teacher. And I probably threw a chair at the teacher because I had crazy anger issues as a kid. But no, I still do. I still have crazy anger issues now, to be honest. But yeah, I want to like make something that's like funny, but also showcases, yo, this kid in 10 years' time should probably be like at the Oscars. Maybe not receiving an award, but he should just get an invite because he made the film and it was really good. You know, we're probably not going to give him an award, but because he's a famous YouTuber in the past and because he makes good films now, we'll give him an invite type of thing. Um, but yeah.